Who's the top guy in the club for fishing every day? Fishinfrank. You say you want to catch some fish? Hey, welcome to the club. We're gonna help you get hooked up. So listen good now, bud.
They worked out great, Josh. Did a great job on the song. Wanted to remind people, Billy Bates is a sponsor of the show. If you're going out trolling in the Gulf, or especially if you're going to the Keys after mahi, Billy Bates has been a staple for that forever. Awesome bait. I like the purple, like the red, white, and silver, and the mahi colors, the green, yellow, that. And DOA Terrorize, #1 tarpon lure in the Keys. DOA Baitbuster, #1 lure in Charlotte Harbor if you're fishing the open waters of the harbor. DOA Baitbuster been #1 since the year after it came out. It's been out a long time. Occasionally somebody comes up, starts doing well, but basically it always goes back to the Baitbuster.
It does. And the DOA PT, the #1 lure that looks like a floating dog turd.
Yes, the poodle turd.
Yep.
So anyway, DOA makes them off amazing
Take
stuff.
2.
Awesome. Okay.
Jeff, quit breathing into your microphone.
American Fishing Wire, and you might have to bring it up. Just don't point it at
Just
your nose.
don't breathe in it.
If it's pointed up, it catches the nasal exhaust. Jeff, what proud sponsor do you want to bring into this?
We have the Reaper rods that we have in the store, and they will build them here in town locally, so you can have them made any way you want.
And who builds them?
Pretty much I do.
Yes, this is the guy who builds
They
your Reaper
will
rod.
build them here in town.
They will do it. No, he does it.
Yeah.
He builds most of the Reaper rods. And the cool part about them is they actually bend them to find where the guides have to go. That first guide is critical.
Yes.
I forget who came out with a rod with this. What's the guide system?
Doug Hannon was the guy that came out with the microwave.
And
guides.
most of them sucked because all they did was measure it, and they didn't take into consideration that each rod has to be splined differently.
Yes, each rod has a different power structure, so they put them in a different place where the rod is going to bend at.
So each one, that first guide is really critical, and a half inch makes all the difference in the world between more distance, more accuracy versus it doesn't cast right.
Right.
Because every manufacturer who comes out just puts a blanket guide on it. They go, okay, I want this at 28 inches, this at 10, whatever. They fail because they don't work right.
Nope, they do not.
Boy, I am losing all the hair up there. Bald. I'm going to be Friar Tuck in a couple years. I'm going to have to get a wine cask and a robe.
You can beat it to the punch.
No, I'm not shaving it off. It's
going
to last.
Just get it trimmed right out.
I'm hoping that if I can get it to last till I'm 70, I'll be happy.
Oh, God. What if you
only got a year and a half?
What if you did a comb forward? That way it would look to you
forward, yes,
like you had some hair.
I know, but I just want it to last till I'm 70. I got a few odds and ends up there. In person, I'm not quite as bald. But as soon as you get the bright
in person,
lights on
you look just like you do right there on that screen.
Yeah, well, don't tell me that. I don't want to know. I'm trying to comfort myself. Got my Quantum Cabo emotional support reel.
Keep reeling it, baby.
This is it.
Yeah, keep turning that thing.
And we're going to be, as of next week, doing a coastal report where we start from Tampa and go down to 10,000 Islands. Is that right,
That's
Josh?
the plan, man.
Cool.
So that's going to be a new one for us, but it'll be a regular feature. As we know right now, the area fishing report we do every Friday. The viewer report with all your pictures and stuff, you send them to frank@fishinfranks.com. And then show on the comments whatever you guys want so you know that we're actually reading them and we'll respond either either correctly or incorrectly, but we'll respond to them.
There will be some form of response. Yes.
Form of response for
Now,
them.
there may also be discussion that has nothing to do with the thing that you had sent in the middle of those responses, but you knew who you were sending stuff to, right?
Yeah, you knew it was going to get off track.
So, and then we're going to be doing the coastal report. So those 4 shows will be up every week.
Great.
More for you to do.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Because
You should be.
Josh was...
Maybe I could start building some Reaper rods too.
You can. You could.
He taught me how to do the viewer report, and you have to rename every picture. You've got to copy and paste all the emails onto a separate sheet.
You got to
they're
make sure
all
they're in
one.
the right order. So as you see the picture, you're finding the right email.
So you have to rename the picture and the email so the names match, so that they all show up in the same bunch.
And then I will sometimes go into the photos and try to clean them up a little bit so they look better, because this is a visual medium, which some of you guys do not make that easy.
Yes, some of the pictures are sideways. Some of the pictures are...
No, sideways is fine. I can work with sideways. It's the worst sin of photography is bad lighting.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was the finger over the lens.
Well, that's a pretty bad one, but I can easily resolve that
Oh, okay.
by telling people not to hold their finger over the lens. Bad lighting it's much harder to pull people away from it.
So anyway, this is the viewer fishing report, and we're still getting caught up. Do we have the new ones and some old ones?
No, these are just older ones.
These are just
This is
the older
nothing
ones.
but older ones to
By
catch
next
up.
week,
Get
we
caught
will
up.
be back on schedule.
That's
But-
correct. Unless
right.
something else happens.
Yes,
So
unless something else happens. But
Don't say what's going to be next week, because I don't know.
Yeah, I can honestly tell you it has been nothing but unusual circumstances the last few weeks.
I blame Jeff.
I'll take that blame. Sure.
You've got the shoulders for it, Jeff.
Yeah, I can take it. Let's bring it on.
Bring it on. Okay.
It's just that he's used to that.
Oh,
so.
you know, you drink coffee, right?
Yes.
It's a little chilled because that's my second cup.
And there's hardly any backwash in it.
Yeah, I don't detect any backwash
Right.
in it. That's good. That's this.
That's that. The American Roaster.
It smelled really good. Where will we get this online, or we can get it in a store? Or?
Yes, Frank. Where do we get it?
We
What
were
is the-
wondering
what is the
what the
website?
name of the website was.
There you go. That's what I want to know. Yeah.
What does that say?
The
American.
AmericanRoaster.com.
Yes. Just funny. It's the same as the coffee.
Very
Can you
difficult
imagine
website
that?
to find.
I
these
like that
guys
the
are
ingredients.
geniuses.
I like that the ingredients only have one ingredient. And that
Coffee?
is coffee.
Coffee
Yes.
ingredients.
Easy
Coffee.
to read. Smells good. Tastes good. How many bags do you have to get before you get a pistol?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably a couple.
I mean, they got bullets and a gun, so there ought to be something.
You know what would be fun is, like, in every, I don't know, 1,000th bag, they could just tuck a 9mm in there.
Yeah.
And you open it up and you go to
I got a gun.
Yeah.
I want a gun.
It's like when you used to get temporary tattoos in your box of tricks or something.
Yes. Maybe they could just do a temporary tattoo of a 9mm.
Well, I mean, you
That'd
could
be right
do
up the
that.
alley.
That wouldn't be quite as cool, but
but that would be doable
yeah.
in
Well,
every package.
I guess.
Well, there's some states you
way
couldn't.
more awesome to just reach in there and be like,
But he could do it for anybody in Florida
yeah, absolutely.
because they just said, "Oh, you can carry your gun on your hip openly."
Yeah.
And
going
And if
fishing.
you can carry it on your hip, then you can put it in your bag of coffee.
Yes. So anyway, we don't know if they're going to sponsor the show or not. We'll find out. But
We'll still drink
it's
the
been
coffee.
fun. Yeah, I'm drinking the coffee.
Yeah, still drink the coffee.
I'm on my second cup, and it's not bad. I mean,
No.
straight black, and it's not harsh at all.
No, very good.
So
Quite
actually
tasty.
impressed. So we're doing a viewer fish report.
That is what we're doing.
I have the look going. Yes, I got
Is that
the
a
look.
snook?
There will be some snook in the viewer fishing report once we get to that. So before we can do that, we're going to have to get the whole thing ready. We'll have to
Fishin'
get
Frank's
Frank up
owner
on
of Fishin' Frank's Bait and Tackle here.
the.
Jeff
Did you just say that you were fishing Frank's?
Fishin' Frank.
Okay, I thought you said you were fishing Frank's.
No, owner of Fishin' Frank's.
Okay.
But I'm without the S, it has the S.
I got you. I know the difference. I wasn't sure if you did.
Captain Josh Olive, fishcoach.net or slacktides.com.
Slacktides.com. Jeff Calkins?
Good enough.
Calkins. Something like that. Owned by Fishin' Frank.
Jeff has been working with me for
25, 26 years.
25, 26 years.
Since the late 1900s.
Yeah,
Yes.
since the late 1900s. So, all right, viewer fishing report. I go up there,
That's
right?
where you go, yeah.
I'm going to take my coffee with me.
Okay. I'll just sit here calmly and patiently waiting for you.
You're supposed to be hitting buttons and making me
Well,
go
there are
places.
buttons that I have to do to make it happen. So let's get you in there and put you up where you're supposed to be. And then we'll bring us in. And then let's see. Here we go.
Okay, I got to get out.
I got
The
a
other
map
side of
back
this
here, and we'll put Charlotte Harbor up just for the fun of it. And there it is.
Fishing's been pretty good through Charlotte Harbor. Shockingly so because of the hot weather.
That's great. That's not
thank
this
you,
report.
my flying fisherman.
Here we go.
I saw your eyes, and I was like,
Yeah, it's a little bright, and now when I'm looking over there, they think I'm looking there. Yeah. So okay.
Great.
Oh, look at that.
That's called a snook, Frank.
That is a snook.
That is a snook.
Look at that. Nice
All
fish.
right. Now, this fish sent to us by Arson, who has sent us several photos over the last few weeks and few reports. And this is not Arson. This is Arson's son, Sam, with his first snook under the bridge caught on a white spook.
And
Cool.
he's fishing from land, boys and girls. You don't need a boat to do this. This is actually shorebound fishing.
If we look, we can see that he is literally standing on the mud right here.
Yes.
And
so
we've got the edge of a bridge piling right here, which might have been where that snook was hanging out. Frank's arm's in the way, but there it is. There's our bridge piling.
And when you're looking for snook, you have just as good, if not better, of a chance of catching them if you're on land, because they really like the shorelines. They ambush predators. So they're under these, where these pilings are. You cast in between the pilings, try and get as close as you can. And Jeff, you got a favorite lure for that?
yeah, I like the 3D fingerling, actually.
Oh, yeah. Great lure.
Yep.
I was really hoping you were going to say a white spook, because that would have worked out really well with...
Sorry I couldn't help you out there. Maybe next time.
But notice how this fish is not a monster.
No,
It
but
is
it's a great
definitely
snook.
not. Who cares? Look at the smile on this man's face. That is what counts. It's not the size of the
was
fish.
happy.
It's the size of the smile. How
You
big
see
is your
how-
happy?
Well, at my age, the happy only goes so far, but we're not going to get into that.
Every half
Great
inch matters,
snook.
Frank.
Great job, sir. Great job.
Beautiful fish.
Yes.
All right.
What do we got now?
Let's see here now. Hold
I
on.
like how he's holding it, too.
Yeah, nicely done.
It's not way out here.
See if I can get to the next one. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is sent to us by
And
Bradley.
I'm proud to be an American.
Sent to us by Bradley Leinenberg. This is Owen, who's 9 years old. Caught 5 trout, decent bull shark, and 3 snook on the east side of the harbor, just south of Pirate Harbor.
What's his name?
His name's Owen.
Owen. This is Owen here, right?
That's 9-year-old Owen, yes.
Great job, Owen.
And Owen says, in case you were wondering, the trick is a slow retrieve with a few jerks using a gold Castmaster spoon.
Ooh, I like the gold spoon.
I like the gold spoon, too.
And I like the Castmaster. Nice and heavy.
Here's the thing, Owen. I have talked to Mike Rice, who runs Quantum, Lose, Strike King, all that, and he has tentatively agreed to come out with a slow roll power reel, and in a 3000 size, where it's reduced gearing, so you get more power, but you can actually work the lure as slow as you need to get the fish. So keep in mind, Quantum's listening to us locally, getting us what we want. So Owen, in about a year, maybe that reel will be produced. He's going to check into it. But that's one of the reasons I'm absolutely a fan of Quantum Reels, because they listen to us locally and pick up the phone. So
Which
anyway,
is always nice.
great job, guys. The bull shark, very, very cool. Jeff, what do you think of the trout?
I like the trout. The face on the dad doesn't look very excited.
Oh no, I think he's just kind of admiring. It's
Look
like, hey man, look what my boy does.
He's got the one lip up.
Yeah, it's a little Elvis going on there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
A little bit
baby.
of a sneer.
Look at my boy.
that.
My boy. He catches those fish.
I like it. That's good.
Yeah.
And that looks like it's probably a keeper trout. So,
Close.
Oh, yeah. Nice fish.
all right, moving
Mine would
on.
be 14 and a half, but
Now, we have a little story to go with this, okay? This is Brandon Vella, and Brandon came in to buy bait last week, and one of the fellas behind the counter said he wouldn't be allowed on their boat with that shirt. Which, let's take a look here. We got a whole bunch of bananas
yeah.
Look at the
on
banana.
this shirt. That's going to be a
Nice.
problem for a lot of people.
That would have been peg leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's peg leg Steve, I'm sure, saying that.
take this peg
But
leg,
look
because
at
here's
peg leg.
Brandon with his 34-inch cobia.
Suck on this, buddy.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Steve? Look at this guy. This guy's amazing.
Yep.
What
So,
a nice fish.
34-inch to the fork, on-cut ladyfish, caught up by the mouth of the Myakka, ended up going back.
34, so it's
Yep.
still short.
Still short.
It's hard to believe that's short.
I know, huh?
I mean, that's a monster. That's an amazing fish. What's his name again?
This is Brandon Vella.
Brandon. We're not
Brandon Banana Man Vella.
I wasn't even gonna go there. It was too easy. I said no. I'm not taking that shot. But Brandon, way to go, buddy! Nice fish.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And this was at the mouth of the Myakka River.
That's where it was.
Nice.
Yep. And if you do want to wear something banana themed, but you don't want to get thrown off the boat, a banana hammock is what you wear. Now, along with Brandon, we had Jimmy and Hunter going out along with them for the fun. And I don't know which one is which, but Jimmy and Hunter both caught sharks. We've got
We'll say nice shovel head.
Yep, this
Manly
one with
shovelhead.
a shovel-nosed shark.
Yes.
And then the other one with what I think is probably a sharp-nosed shark, but it's kind of hard to tell from this angle.
Hard to tell. Yeah.
The gills
Yeah.
look definitely.
Yeah,
the-
I'm trying to twist my head around so I can see
The
more
eye
of the
looks
face of it.
sharp-nosed. There's a white spot here and here, and maybe some white splotches there. I think it's a sharp.
Could be an Atlantic sharp nose for sure.
Yeah,
but
it's difficult to tell from this.
one of my favorite eating fish.
Mm.
That is, to me, delicacy right there. That is one of the best eating fish on the planet. I don't care what anybody. These filleted out, and I like the grin.
Yeah.
We're back into the.
I hope
Yeah,
that you,
buddy.
I hope
Look
that you
what I
made
got.
this. Just crop it in like this and make that your Facebook profile picture.
Yes,
That's the way to go.
that's cool. I would leave the shark here, though. I would definitely have that.
So I just want to take one more
Another
close
bonnet?
look at.
Oh, the
no, it's
bonnet.
the same one. I just want
Yeah.
to take a closer look at it and see what we got there.
No.
Shovel.
Shovel nose,
Not bonnet.
not bonnet, not manly enough.
Yeah, bonnet heads when caught by women. If his guy's holding it up, it's a shovel
Shovel.
nose.
Yes.
And
What
a
do we
male
got?
at
What do
that.
we got here?
Male at that against the
yeah.
clasper sack.
So how are
Claspers
you
right there.
on bonnets?
I love them.
You like them?
Yeah, I do. And the
See-
big thing about it was when we were, when they didn't have a limit on what you could do with the shark, a bonnet head was great because most coolers are not that huge, and you could cut the head off, the dorsal fin, the tail fin, and go right in the cooler, bring it home.
Now-
Don't do
problem.
none of that now.
You
What I
cannot
do-
do any of that now. Yeah.
What I do is I put the knife in here, and I run down to their butt and take the guts out.
Yeah.
And once I have the guts out, I rinse all that off,
Yeah.
just splash water up in it.
Mhm.
Meantime, I'm holding them by the holding them by the head, or I've got them on a gaff. Either way, and then I'll start right here and make a cut all the way down to the bottom. You notice I did not go this way, because if you're trying to hold him, or if he's on a gaff and you start here and come up,
Yeah.
he
good
goes
point.
up off the gaff and back into the water. I don't know why I know that. And then you watch him trying to swim away. You got to go chase him
It's
down.
a problem.
But
Or
so
into somebody's
always
lap.
you're pulling down so you can hold the pressure with the gaff.
So from the throat to the banana hammock.
Yes, from the and every show has a theme. For some reason or other, this one has hammocks in it. But once the guts are out, then I can just put them in the cooler. People say, "How big a shark should I catch?" One that'll fit in your cooler, because most people like the bonnet sharks. Now I like the Atlantic sharp nose because they feed primarily on fish. These feed primarily on shrimp. So when you eat this and you're cooking it, yes,
Crabs, actually.
crabs, shrimp, crustaceans. But when you eat this, it has a lobster-like aftertaste. And I don't particularly care for lobster. So I don't keep any bonnet sharks. They're all catch and release for me. If I get a sharp nose or a black tip, I keep those because I like the flavor of that. But
Now,
this
the
one,
sharp nose, is that one of the ones that can be kept that's under
Oh, yeah.
54?
yeah, Atlantic sharp nose and black tips, you can keep them in smaller sizes.
Yeah.
But make sure it can fit in your cooler, because if this meat gets warm, it is half as good immediately.
Yeah.
You want to take it, gut it, rinse it, and throw it right in the cooler. And remember, for the next 15 minutes, they can bite you. After he's gutted and in the cooler, sharks have like a secondary brain because they have to keep swimming all the time.
Sharks have a very different nervous system than most of the other fish that we deal with, and it's
So
very
it
different
reacts
from
like a
humans.
reptile. Where
So yeah,
But-
and it would be considerably longer after his death that he could bite you if you were keeping him out of the cooler at room temperature. It's only because you're icing him down
That
he's
it's only
eventually gonna
15
slow his
minutes or
responses.
so. But make sure that if you go in to get something out of the cooler, when you put a shark in there, you're very, very careful for the first half hour, because they can, because they move all the time, they have a main brain. That's what they hunt and eat and breathe and do all that. But everything has to sleep. So when that part of the brain goes to sleep, they have secondary functions that keep them, going through the water, breathing, keeping their blood pressure up. And it's that secondary part that lives on. And so it can
And
be a little
feel
dangerous.
free to fold him in half. You can do that. You can't cut him in half.
You cannot
can't
cut
him at all.
He has to remain in whole condition until you land the boat.
You can gut him. You can take his gills out. There's no other cutting that you can do.
I don't bother taking the gills out. I just got them.
I'm just telling you what you can do.
Yes.
I'm not telling you what you should do.
And I'm just
I was
explaining
fully in
the
agreement
same
with your
thing.
previous statement. Otherwise, I would have disagreed with you then, and you know that.
Yes, I know that. That's why I don't know why we're disagreeing. I just said
We weren't disagreeing.
I don't go all that
Stop
far.
disagreeing with me.
Look at this. Beautiful redfish. Look at
that's
this.
pretty.
Is awesome.
All right, so what we got here.
that's a clean looking fish right there.
This comes to us from Cody. Cody says, "Hey guys, love the show. Saturday, I launched out of SS Jolly Bridge and proceeded to kayak to Tarpon Bay, where I missed a few blow-ups on the Spook Junior. Continued around to the Isle of Capri. Have you figured out where we are yet, by the way?
I think down by Sanibel.
We're way down south. We're further south than that.
Where?
Skipping docks and mangroves with a mulliton to no avail except a few missed strikes, and ended up catching one catfish all day on a prawn stars, almost back to the launch before leaving. On Sunday, now you'll know where we are, I launched out of Goodland Bridge and fished hard from low tide at 7 a.m. with no bites until around 9 a.m. when I landed a 31-inch red on the prawn stars from an inner bay island in the cut. Proceeded to catch 4 mangrove snapper, kept 2 of them for lunch, a 15-inch trout, and 2 catfish, fishing until noon, all on that 3-inch prawn stars."
Very
really
cool.
nice, clean redfish there.
We've got
So-
the Marker 54, which is very, very similar
Those are
to that.
cool.
The Marker 54 is a great shrimp bait.
And now we'll
This-
take a look at some of the photos that we've got. So
Well, that first redfish looked almost wooden. I mean,
Yeah.
that looks like, something you would buy. It's so perfectly shaped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I like this shot because
That-
he tried really hard to get the whole thing, but it's just too big.
Yeah, a little too big.
Some of it fell off. And
Yeah.
What a
That's
problem
okay.
to have.
That's a great problem. And what's his name again?
Cody. I do not
Cody.
know what Cody's last name is. So
Nice job.
here are the
Oh,
mangrove
nice.
snapper that ended up being lunch.
Yes.
So
Very
looked
nice.
like a couple of good lunch snappers there. Here is a trout.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very silver on this trout. Quite sea bright.
And we see them a lot in the harbor with dark backs and all that.
Yeah.
That's why we say try not to identify by color, because this is a very silver trout.
Yes.
There is very little color, but they can be black, and color is a really bad way to identify a fish. Now,
That wasn't his fish. I have to go. I went too far.
oh, okay.
So pretend you didn't see that. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
No, we were talking about the trout. You could flash your stuff and,
I am not going to flash my stuff.
hide your hammocks and
Hopefully
stuff.
you got your banana hammock on.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
What's the matter with shoes?
Okay.
So anyway,
who's next?
That was Cody's report. All right. So
Cody,
now
great job. Very, very cool. And this is
on.
down by Goodland. That's way down there.
Yeah. Isle of
down there.
Capri all comes out of the 10,000 islands.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's way down there.
Way
Thank you
down
for a
south.
report from the 10,000 Islands,
Yeah.
Cody. Awesome.
All right, so this is Dale, and Dale says, in spite of all the grass and the surf at Boca Grande, I caught this snook using a ladyfish head on a wire leader.
Look at the tail on
And-
that fish. Look how beat up that
Let's
tail
look.
is.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. She's definitely been in spawning mode.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Little males nipping at her tail and beating up in the sand. But again, like we said about that other snook, this is a beautiful fish. Look
It
at
is.
this is like a humpback.
Nice tall shoulders on her.
Really big shoulders. But standing on the beach, best place to catch a snook. If you're running a boat, you're just going to go cast at the beach anyway.
Right.
Because they're in this much water. They're not out there in 30 feet of water. They're in 2-3 feet. That's
And
where
what did
this
she
fish
eat?
is.
You don't need to have live white bait. No
No.
need to throw a cast net. A ladyfish head.
Yeah, just a ladyfish head, and that fish picked it right up.
They get very scavengy when they get a little bit bigger. So
They're
this is
always scavengers.
Well, they're hungry after that breeding cycle.
and that's it too. And catching it on a wire leader. People
Yeah.
will tell you, no, you can't catch snook on wire leader. You must use 12-pound fluorocarbon or you're never going to actually catch a snook because they'll look at that line and they'll see.
we
You're
had an
laying
older
cut bait on the
lady
bottom. What does it matter?
had a half frozen shrimp, a steel ready rig with the hook and the red beads and sinker, and throwing out probably a third of the way out into the canal where it just shouldn't work. 42-inch snook she caught. She had to be close to 70. I mean, she was just, what is this? And
That's
this
the X factor.
Yeah.
Did you get her to send us a picture for the?
This was 30 years ago.
So no.
But just saying, I agree with you that you don't need all the fancy
All
stuff.
I had to do was say no.
That picture
But
was
that
on
was
the
too
roof of the
easy.
shop.
No, wait a minute here. Wait just a minute, okay? Hold on. I need a little bit more room for this
I
image.
was trying to go after big snook.
Is that AI?
I don't think so. So this,
Well,
this
I was wearing my headset
image
because when you're
sent to us from by David P. Witt, and David says, I was fishing up in the back of Turtle Bay and had a weird encounter. I don't know, maybe it was the ghost of Turtle Bay or some sort of alien sighting. I did get this quick photo, but I'm still not sure what it was. There was nothing there 1 minute, and then it suddenly appeared and then disappeared right after I got the photo.
the swamp
Scary.
nest monster,
Yep. Very scary.
old guy in the mud.
I'd be
Did a
scared.
great job of that.
That is a good job.
That is
Crazy,
funny.
the AI.
We gotta use that more.
Can you do me a favor though? Can you hold your arms out like that? Yeah, I think maybe this image is more flattering than the reality of what we've got.
Yeah,
So
actually, I look way
you look better here
here.
out in the mud.
I look better there. That's awesome. Too funny.
But I can
And
tell
I
it's
am
not
going
actually.
bald. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
It's 68.
Even,
I
even
don't
the
have any
AI
hair.
knows.
So,
But I can tell it's not actually you. And you know how I can tell?
how?
No cigarettes in your shirt pocket.
Ah, yeah.
Ooh, good pick, Josh.
I keep forgetting.
Till you get your smokes to be a sponsor, you keep them hid.
Yes, I will. Okay. That's funny.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Also out of season.
Now, I'm just glad he said it was mud.
Yeah.
I had other thoughts when I first saw this besides mud. I was like, I'm so glad he said I was in the mud.
Yeah, he was very specific about that.
Yes.
So, all right, let's bring me and Jeff back in here and move on to
The swamp
more realistic things.
Oh, look
Nice
at that.
redfish.
Okay.
Beautiful. Nice watercolor. Where's she at?
So this is my former classmate Don Southwell, and he says, "Thank you for including my fishing report a few weeks ago. I was rolling on the floor laughing at your old man comments. My kids thought it was hilarious too." Sean Huber and I were out on Lemon Bay.
Nice.
This was way back June 1st, so over a month ago. Had a great day fishing cut bait for reds and snook. Bite got hot when the tide turned and headed out in the afternoon. So
That's such a beautiful fish.
Yeah,
and just
no
sent
doubt.
a few pictures of the nicest looking fish. But notice something about this redfish that's a little weird.
No spots.
Not a one.
Not a one. And
Now, are
light
these-
and clear, just beautiful. I mean, what a great job.
Are these no spotted redfish supposedly hatchery fish or?
No.
So that is a common rumor.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It's got
That's why
nothing
I'm
to do with it.
asking.
I was
Okay.
there when they did all their redfish releases for CCA, and those redfish had 1 spot, 2 spot, 4 spot,
Okay.
no spot. It was
Yeah,
there's
just something I heard. I figured I'd throw it out there.
It
Genetic
is-
defect.
The technical term is bahuka, is what that is.
It's bahuka,
yeah.
balderdash,
Yes.
Bahuka?
Bahuka.
bahuka.
Yes.
I like bahuka.
Bahuka, that fish.
So
That Bahuka. Okay.
So yeah, so there's Don, and also they would like you to know, as he's fishing with Sean out there, that all of the fish were released live and well, which was a task that was not so easy with
the hot
Flipper
weather.
hanging around.
Oh, yeah. Once Flipper gets involved, it's tough. It's
Those
double
dolphins
tough.
do make it tricky. It's a little easier when you're right up next to the trees and you can kind of put the fish back into where it came out of. But
Right.
Yeah,
You get them
you'd
up
think
under the
that.
mangroves where the
You would think that, but
I said a little easier. I didn't say makes it
Impervious.
definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
So
we were out at the.
you guys wonder, but watching Jeff, he's been playing with that quantum cabo. That isn't it? It makes you feel better, doesn't it?
It does help. It does
It
help.
really does. When you're sitting there, listening to me ramble on, and you want me to shut up, and you're real. And
gets a little antsy
So anyway, what were you saying, Jeff?
Let's see. Oh,
before you were so rudely interrupted.
we were out at Boca Grande Causeway fishing one afternoon over by where they keep the boat for the bridge,
Right.
and we were catching snook, and we were one side of the boat is on the grass, the other side of the boat's in 2-3 foot of water dropping off. Catch a snook from underneath that dock, bring it up, Flipper's there, throw it onto the grass side, that much water, and then you could feel the dolphin go up underneath the boat to get it. And yeah, pretty disheartening to see that happen.
Wow.
I've been known to toss a fish into the live well and then release them a little bit closer up. Now, obviously, with redfish this size, this is over slot. That's not legal to do. You can't legally possess that
But
fish.
right.
I might do it anyway. I
If
would
you
not
put it
advise
in a
you
live
to do it.
well, you've taken possession of that fish, and if
Correct.
FWC comes up, you will get taken.
You'll have a
Hence
hard
me
time.
not advising anybody else to do that.
Yeah.
I will tell you sometimes what I will do, which may or may not be fully legal. Now,
Yes.
I will defend it to myself and to any FWC officer that shows up and wants to write me a ticket as the moral, ethical thing to do. If he
Right.
wants to write me a ticket, that's fine.
I'll go
stand
to
in
the
front of the
judge.
judge. I'll tell him the same thing. And
Sure.
if he wants to uphold it, then that's fine. I'll take
Okay.
my lumps.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
agree with that.
You
So,
should follow the law.
and I have to. The last thing in the world I want is Fishin' Frank violating the fishing laws. That I know. So I'm personally, I can guarantee you, I don't break one law or rule on that. Look at
All right,
that.
so here's Sean with one of
Another
those redfish
really-
too.
Really
So-
nice colored.
Yeah, notice
redfish.
some similarities between these fish here. You know, There's-
Just-
I would think it was all the same fish if it weren't for the spots.
Yep.
yeah. So
Same area.
One spot, 3 spots, and no spots. So
And this one,
beautiful.
That one has
That's that one.
I think the same fish.
Look at that.
I'm really glad to see the quality of these fish.
And hey, look,
that
it's
are
got
coming
two.
in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at the yellow fins.
Tail still beat up a little bit, but not as bad as that other one was.
No, not as bad.
Very
Nice.
Good looking snook.
And that guy can fish. That's nice going there.
Good job, Don.
And what do we got here?
Okay, so this is from Jeff Garfinkel, and Jeff has written me a whole paragraph worth of stuff here. So let's see what he says. I live in Peterborough, New Hampshire, and I'm a regular viewer of the show. My 84-year-old mom lives in Englewood. So my brother David, who lives in Franklin, Tennessee, and my son Ben, who lives in Boston, Massachusetts, and I plan to come visit my mom and go out for a couple days tarpon fishing while in the area. We had scheduled a charter for Sunday, and we rented a boat Saturday and included my mom for a day on the water while we cruised and fished some beaches. So I'm assuming that's the group that we're looking at here. We've got
Right.
Jeff and David and Ben and Mom.
And thank you for the picture, guys. That is absolutely awesome.
Looks like mom's having a good day out with the family.
I like how Mom has the hat kind of cocked over to the side,
Right.
gangsta style. So, yeah.
Little gangster going on there.
So yeah, we can see where the family gets it from.
Yeah.
All right. So unfortunately, we were not successful in our quest to land a tarpon, but we had a great day on Saturday right around Gasparilla Pass where we thought we saw a group of tarpon in a daisy chain. Now, he sent me a video of this, and I'll show it to you. It's you can't see a whole lot in the video, but if you look close, in the end, it was a group of jack crevalle. Ben was able to see them and took out his 10-weight fly rod, make just the right cast to attract a fish. We were all thrilled that the jack went for it, and Ben was able to land it.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
Yeah,
pretty
nice
good
fight on the
jack,
fly rod.
and especially on the fly.
Yeah.
That is so cool. The best fighting fish in the world is right there, jack crevalle. Nothing fights like a jack.
Except a trevally.
Well,
Same family.
It's still
Just
a
a
jack.
jack.
Yeah, it's like rooster fish. They're
Yeah.
basically a jack.
Same family.
But nothing fights like that. If they ever learn to jump and tail walk, being the most protected game fish in the world overnight, because that's the only thing they're missing. Best fight you can have. Just amazing.
All right. So let me see if I can bring this video in here.
And thank you so much for the picture of the group. That's always. It's just nice to see people getting together and going fishing,
Having a
having
good
a good time. That's awesome.
And sometimes we don't get to see that part.
Right.
No, sometimes we just get to see a picture of a fish on the deck, and
Yeah.
we
And that's
like the
cool and
family
all,
pictures
but-
too.
All right. So let's see if we can see this video here.
Is the volume on?
Oh yeah,
It
look
is.
at.
There we go. Can you see the fish?
You got one.
Oh, yeah.
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 Saw a couple dart
Go,
by.
Ben.
Yeah. So there's our boy throwing the
Oh,
fly
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
okay.
But
Yep. Jackalak.
Oh my God. You got one. You got one. You go, Ben.
now it probably was a lot easier for them to actually see these fish because I'm guessing they were probably looking through polarized glasses.
Right.
You take the
Like
video
my flying fisherman.
and then you look back at it and you're like, well, why can't I see anything? Well, because you don't have a polarized lens on your camera.
When I would go out and I would take binoculars, I would find a pair of inexpensive polarized sunglasses, like flying fisherman, of course. But I would take the lens out and tape it to the end of the binoculars. That way, when I'm looking across the flat, I can actually see into the water. I don't have all the reflections and stuff. But yeah, I used to use that trick all the time.
Yeah. And that does make it a little bit easier when you're taking photos. They also make little stick-on polarized lenses that you can just stick onto the lens
They
of your
didn't
camera.
20 years ago, or
I'm
30
not
years ago.
saying that they did. I'm saying they do.
They do. And I haven't
So,
seen them,
yeah.
but that sounds great. 'Cause
Some of
that's
them
the
work
problem
better
with
than others.
Using binoculars down here is you don't have the vision you would have with the flying fisherman. You're cutting probably 50% of your visibility off.
So anyway, Ben with his jack.
Nice jack on a
And-
fly rod.
Yeah, and I feel like the smile is appropriately sized for this
Yes,
fish.
very
looks like he
nice.
had a great time. And what do we got for the hat here? Let's just take a look. And we've got some stars, and it looks like some kind of bowling ball thing. I don't know what that is.
Could be bowling. Bowling's cool. Do you know it's the most precision sport there is?
Yeah, this is probably some kind of organized sports team that I don't know about because I don't follow the sports balls.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll move on here.
Nice.
Okay, so Janae
This
Stanley.
is what 80% of the anglers in the world would love to catch. This is crappie, the most secretive. You would more likely get a date with somebody's wife than you could to give them to tell you where their crappie is.
Yep. I will tell you where these were caught. You might have to travel just a little bit, and you're going to have to hunt around a little bit, but this is northern Wisconsin
Oh, really?
is where we are
I
here.
wonder if that's Eagle Lake.
I wonder if it's Eagle Lake, too, because
Yes.
I didn't get that information. All I got was northern Wisconsin. These two fish, both over 14 inches.
It's amazing.
So Janae was assisted by her husband, Bob, who is not pictured.
Well, Bob, your wife's pretty awesome. That's great fish.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally the most sought after fish out there. Catching big crappie 14-inch crappie is something people aspire to.
What kind of bait is in the mouth of that crappie on the lower end.
I don't know that we
Can we
actually
make it
have
out?
anything that we can see there.
don't
Oh, I
think-
guess it's
That's
background.
background back there, and then
Okay.
this would be
Yeah.
her thumb, which I don't think she was
Nope,
using.
I wasn't
as bait.
looking at that. I was looking at the green.
No, I gotcha.
Nice.
Looked like a lure from here.
We can look and
Yeah.
check this one too, and nope, they're hiding that information.
You see
from
anything
you,
on the
so-
rod back there?
I saw a bobber.
We'll sneak
So-
it. No.
You got a very shiny ring here that might
Beautiful
have,
ring, by the way.
I don't think that they were drawn to that.
No,
so.
there's a bobber.
Yeah.
So that makes me suspect minnows.
Minnows would
Yeah.
be the way to go, yes.
Minnows or worms?
And what's her name again?
Janae.
Janae?
I'm pretty sure it's Janae. I think I'm pronouncing it right. There's a little accent over the E, otherwise it looks like Jean, or maybe it's Jeannie, but I think it's Janae. That's what I'm going with.
All right, whatever. Awesome job, young
Very
lady.
nice.
That is amazing. Great fish.
All right.
Ooh, little
Ooh.
group.
Moving on here from Jim Netzel.
Oh.
Jim says, caught this little gag near Gasparilla Pass and then moved over to some oysters in Gasparilla Sound to catch this sheepshead and a few trout. Then moved over by Sandfly, caught some catfish and a few trout there.
Cool. Go back
So,
one picture. I want to see
ongoing.
that. What is that?
Mirror lure of some kind.
Is that what that
Let's
is?
take
Looks
look
like a
here and
mirror
see what
lure
we
to
got.
me.
It sure does look like a Mary Lou there with that big old buggy red eye.
Looks
So-
like a catch 22. Or...
I don't know. But obviously, the red and white with the red head, classic saltwater color. That's where saltwater started. I think some of the first lures to ever come out, they all had white bodies with red heads.
Right.
That
It's not a bad
iconic
bass color
class
either.
water,
I've
saltwater.
used that color to catch a lot of bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, in saltwater, it was one of the very first big
Sure looks
color
like-
patterns to have.
Sure looks like he wanted it because he's pinned to it.
Oh yeah,
he's
Yeah,
right on it.
He wasn't
I
shy
was just
about
wondering
grabbing
if
that
that
thing.
was an MR26 or
Oh,
possibly
MR.
a 17,
MR. Yeah, it looks bigger, maybe a 26.
maybe a 26. But that fish
Well,
really wanted it.
Maybe
He's-
they'll send us the information and then you'll know, so
hard
you
on
don't
it.
have to keep guessing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a nice fish. I love catching these little gags at this size. They are feisty. I mean, they really battle it up. A lot of head shaking,
Yes.
roll splashing, and they pull really hard. For their size, they're exceptionally powerful. It's a great fish.
When we get into having larger numbers of them out on the flats, that's how I know immediately that it's a grass grouper and not a trout when it starts shaking its head.
Yeah, because they're very powerful, and you can just feel them angry that this is going on.
Yep. Mad about it.
And
So, but still, not a bad day of fishing out here.
that's
A
really
gag
nice.
and a
Look at the
sheep's head,
color.
some trout, and of course some catfish to go along with it, but still.
Like I say, though, the catfish are fun. All of a sudden, they hit the line, they're pulling like crazy, and nobody's ever disappointed until they see it's a catfish. And then they go, oh my God, I got a
It's a
catfish.
catfish.
And 2 minutes ago, they were all excited, you know? Okay,
Okay. Moving on. John
pretty flounder.
Kilday.
like that.
So, John Kilday and Sally fishing the New Moon out of St. James City. No luck with the tarpon at the Sanibel Causeway or at the lighthouse. They must have been out spawning or way off the beach. They did get into some nice trout and his first ever flounder, which is that fish right there.
Really
See?
nice fish.
There
That
it is
is
right
so
there with its
tasty.
Floundery flatness.
Yes.
So,
And the neat thing is, if you haven't caught a flounder and you do catch one, you don't fillet them like a normal fish. Can you back that down a little bit, Josh?
I was looking to see if I could see the teeth on this thing,
I
and I
don't
really
see any.
can't.
No.
But they do have pretty significant teeth, so
Yes,
that's
they
the
do.
right way to hold it. Don't lip it.
But you'll make a cut across here and then a cut down the middle in a T shape. So what you're doing is you work this half of the fillet off this side, then you work this half of the fillet off. You hold the skin up, you take your knife, and you just keep working it off. You work the skin off each side, then you go over and do the other side. So you get 4 fillets off of one. If you try and fillet it all as a whole, you'll miss so much meat. All you do is make a center cut and then pick that up a little bit and then just work the meat with your knife off one side, then do the other side, work the meat off. You're just making little cuts, and as you lift the meat up and skinning it off, then you got to flip the other side. So you've got 4 fillets, and they're so light and tender and flaky with just the right amount of flavor to it.
So in addition to the flounder, got into mangrove snapper, baby grouper jacks, and snook, both in the canals at night and in Redfish Pass along the south side. The rocks and the main flow down deep. There's lots of weeds to contend with, but they caught fish all the same, and saw a couple tarpon being fought in there.
Very cool.
So
Redfish Pass is awesome. We just don't get a lot of people that go there, so very seldom do we have reports. But when I was chartering, I used to go down and make that run all the way down to Redfish Pass because there's probably 4 months out of the year, a couple months in the spring, a few months in the fall, where it's just amazing fishing, and it's literally snook after snook after snook, or trout or flounder or whatever you get into. But anyway, beautiful jack,
and
great colors.
This jack may be a horse eye, may not be a crevalle.
Right.
Something about the proportions doesn't look crevalle to me.
Yeah, almost like blue runner, horse eye.
So here is Sally with her little gag. We'll take a closer zoom in on that. So
I'm with Sally. Like I say, I love catching these.
Yeah, they're fun.
Nice.
So
They're just, for their size, they're so powerful.
They hit so.
Yeah,
They do.
they're very authoritative.
And here is Sally with a manatee. Now, of course,
Don't do that.
you know that you're not allowed to pet a manatee, but a manatee is allowed to pet you.
Yes, but if the manatee comes up to you, it's...
So if you put your hand out and the manatee comes up and rubs against your hand,
And I'm sure that's what she did.
that's exactly what
Perfectly
we're
legal.
looking at. That's perfectly legal.
She just held her hand out. Manatee came right
Now,
out.
if on the other hand, the manatee is down there and you reach your hand out to him and stroke him on the nose, that is not legal.
Right.
So always make sure you let your manatee pet you instead of the other way around.
So,
They
and
come
I'm
up
sure
and
that's
go
what she
belly
did.
up
Just-
underneath your live well output. Can you pet them then?
No, you cannot pet the manatee.
All right.
There's
All
no
right.
circumstance under which you're allowed to pet the manatee, but the manatee is allowed to pet you under any circumstance.
And I thought maybe since he turned, upside down drinking
No.
my water.
No, upside down makes no difference. Nope.
I was up at I-75, and then I had my little 16-foot Hughes back then. And I'm standing in the back corner, which with my weight, the back of the boat was probably that far out of the water. And I'm barefoot, fishing, and been catching some jacks and stuff. And all of a sudden I hear, and something wet and cold lands on my foot. I almost bailed out of the boat. Stupid manatee comes up and just puts his face right on my foot, and just like, hey guys.
He wanted to pet you.
Oh, yeah.
Manatees like petting people.
I
So
almost evacuated one end and jumped off the boat on the other end. It's like all of a sudden you hear this noise and something cold slams down on your foot. You're like, oh my God, freaked me right out.
I'm pretty sure I
But-
would have immediately suspected manatee.
Amazing.
I expect good things to happen. He has other expectations. So
Because
and I
life is
understand them.
proven.
I get it.
Life has proven to me that my expectations are usually met when it comes to good or bad.
I would have moved out of the way regardless and then looked back and been, what was it?
Right?
Yeah.
So that is awesome
All right. So
coloration.
still Sally. And here we have
Sally,
a
that girl rocks. She
mangrove
can catch
snapper.
some fish.
Now, when they get this color, a lot of people think that they are juvenile cubera snapper.
Right.
And yes, juvenile cuberas can be hard to tell from mangroves. And actually, the only way that you can really be 100% sure is to look at the tooth patch on the roof of the mouth.
The tooth patch?
Yeah, the tooth patch on the roof of the mouth.
What is the tooth patch?
Let me see if I can find some additional information for you. So you guys
well,
talk
back
amongst
that out,
yourselves. Well, hold on. Now I gotta
Nice. He looks like he's about 14 or so inches.
Yeah.
Very nice size.
I was going to
for
say,
eating.
All right.
the reason you can tell the difference if it has two pretty blue fingernails on it.
That is absolutely not
cooler
the way
bound.
that works.
Yes. So,
No, keep talking.
okay, we'll keep talking.
I'll see what I can figure out here. Hold
And
on.
you said this was out in Placida?
I don't remember what I said.
Okay. Kind of looks like the
Making
Placida.
me look again.
That's
Down
okay.
around the St. James City area.
Oh.
St. James City. We're starting to get some really cool reports. Now, we're going to be doing a coastal report, which is going to go from Tampa down to 10,000 Islands. That'll be coming up, separate show. We're still going to do our in-depth Charlotte Harbor one, but then we're going to be adding up and down the coast on another show.
That'll be good.
So
expand a little bit.
We just worked. Josh and I worked that out this morning. We're
Well, I saw where you had people from Tampa and Clearwater and
right.
so.
And we've been getting great pictures from Wisconsin, from Pennsylvania, from the east coast of Florida.
Nice.
We're not planning to do a Wisconsin fishing report yet.
Yeah.
But
So we can do the Wisconsin River, maybe Eagle River up there. Wisconsin's got some pretty good fishing. The Dells down in that area.
oh yeah, the good old Dells.
And my son lives right by the Dells.
That triangular tooth patch.
Okay. So, here we go. This is how we tell. Now, if it's a big cubera, obviously it's a big cubera and you don't need to worry about this. But
Right.
if you look at the tooth patches here, let me see if I can zoom that in.
Yeah.
All right.
I see it's
So, on
elongated.
this mangrove snapper, you have an arrow-shaped tooth patch on the surface. It has an extension that goes back down towards the throat of the fish.
Yeah.
And on the cubera snapper, which Frank is standing in front of, there we go, we just have a triangular tooth patch.
Yep.
Much smaller, does not have the extension that goes down the roof of the mouth heading in towards the throat.
Looks like just the gum line of a shark's tooth.
That's the way that you tell these fish apart. If you really want to be sure, and it doesn't matter if that fish is 28 inches or 2.8 inches, you're going to be able to tell the
We're
difference.
talking about this ridge here,
Yep.
which
Yes.
is much more pronounced than the mangrove snapper
Yes.
or gray snapper.
It's arrow-shaped, and it has an
And-
extension that goes down towards the throat. On the cubera, it's just an arrow shape with no extension going back.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if you ever want to be sure about the difference, this is how you can be sure.
All right. Now I'm
Well,
sure.
and I pointed out just
you're good.
because a lot of people have this idea that it has this coloration on it, so it's a cubera. So they say they caught a cubera.
Again,
Well,
the color.
and you may have, but coloration isn't everything.
Is a really tough way to identify a fish.
It really is.
Okay.
Now, here
Nice
is
little
snook, as
Nice
he said that he had
fish.
caught.
Just fun. And they're really acrobatic. I mean,
always are.
I've watched these little guys actually do backflips out of and back into the water. Very visual.
And here's a
look
snook
at
at
that.
night.
Green lights.
So that's some funky lighting.
Alien fish.
Yeah, I like the lighting on this. This is pretty cool.
This is what I saw at night with the orange and white lights in the sky, and they came down and grabbed one of these and were taking it back with them.
You remember the very first episode of South Park?
No.
Have you seen it? Have you seen any episodes of South Park?
I've seen a few, but I can't say I know
The
the
very
first
one when Cartman gets abducted by the aliens and gets an anal probe. So it's what I always think of when he starts in on the alien
on
story.
the aliens, yeah.
So
You're going to get probed. Whoa. It looks like the
What
pufferfish
was the
got
one?
probed.
Yeah, it really looks like it. What was the one where they had the alien and the two guys in the RV and they're trying to get him gone and they're
Was
chasing
that on
him
South
around?
Park too?
No, that's
I have
a
no idea what he's
movie.
talking about.
Oh.
It's it has a single name.
sometimes when he starts in on stuff like that, it turns out it was just a dream he had. So
No, it was an actual movie. The British guy. What happened to this poor fish?
well, nothing. That's what he's supposed to look like. This is exactly what this fish is supposed to look like.
Oh,
Can
the
you
spiny
identify him?
boxfish.
Yes, that is what it is. A striped burrfish or spiny boxfish, two different names for the same critter.
This is one of the most unusual creatures, and when I first saw him the first time, it literally looks alien.
And so this is what people are going to mistake for a pufferfish.
Well, and to be fair, these are in the puffer family, and they can inflate, although they don't inflate as fully as a puffer does.
Mostly just the belly
Yeah.
blows way out.
Okay.
But look at the spines on this thing. I mean, they're like
And
some kind of crazy
the face
teeth
on
growing
that
out of it.
fish is crazy because you get the big bulging eyes and this weird parrot type mouth and just the craziest looking fish ever. I haven't seen one for a few years. That's really cool to see. We still got a couple.
The time we see these most often is when we get red tide, and you see them washed up dead on the beach.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because they don't usually bite your lures for sure, and they're not fast feeders, so they don't usually take a
I've
shrimp.
caught them
that's
on
swimming
shrimp
around.
on the bottom.
But a chunk of shrimp is actually the best way
Yeah.
to catch it.
Actually, when you're fishing for smaller fish out on the flats, and more open water, not against the mangroves, but potholes. But if you're fishing for redfish and you've got shrimp tail on there and you throw it out, that's when I've caught these, just still fishing on the open flats.
And if you pay attention while you're out there, you may occasionally see one of these swimming across a pothole, which is why I like this shot that shows it from the back, because you can really see the outline of it and the coloration that it's got to it. And when they get going, that tail just pop, 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 so fast, and they really aren't that fast. But that tail goes like
they're
crazy
going 100
anyway.
miles an hour, and they're barely doing 1 mile an hour.
But a cool fish, nevertheless, and one that I'm always interested to see.
Yeah, it's one of the favorite fish for as far as being able to see it in the water.
And we're still in John Kilday's picks. He sent us a whole album worth of stuff here. So very nice trout. Again, a very silvery colored trout to this thing. And there's another one.
Now, I think it's just the lighting, but
I think it is the lighting that makes that one look more yellow. I don't think it's any yellower than the other one was. I think this is just
I think it's the lighting
sunset
that makes
lighting.
the difference. But the vampire teeth, you can see how there's two fangs. It's quite often one of them's broke off, but that is Dracula of the ocean there.
Let's see if we can see the teeth in this one.
No,
Not so much.
no, there's right there, very fuzzy, but big teeth in those suckers. Two vampire fangs.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for all the photos, John. We appreciate that. And now we're moving on to a totally different John. This is John Robertson, who says, got this black drum on a 2000 Daiwa BG using 12-pound braid and a 12-pound mono leader on a free-line shrimp near Creek Drive.
Nice.
Wow.
What a fight that was.
That's a lot of fish for a small rod.
Yes, it is.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
You can tell by the smiles on their faces.
What do you think, Jeff? 30 pounds?
It's hard to tell because it's hard to tell because they got it pushed out.
Yeah.
But I would probably say at least 20.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
would've-
one thing you can do is you can look at
The
here
hand
about
around
how
it.
thick the caudal peduncle is.
Yeah.
I'd say it's about a 22-pound fish.
I would have gone more with 30, but
I think, again, because they got it pushed
Well,
out.
again, Frank's going with the true fisherman attitude here. So it looks like it's probably at least 20 pounds, so it's got to be 30 pounds. So, I get that.
I get that.
all right.
Yep.
So, but a cool fish.
Thank you for
and
the photo, guys.
On the light
Awesome.
tackle. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice job.
good job, guys.
Spinfish.
Pinfish.
That is a pinfish.
And that
Hooked on
is quite the rig they got going on there.
Well,
yeah.
I think he was throwing the DOA cow shad because I believe that's a DOA head with the cow shad, and the pinfish attacked that because we throw these in the tank demonstrating them to customers, and when there's random pinfish left in there, they go up and they're just bashing on that shad tail. They just like to beat up on them. I bet he set the hook and ended up with this monster pinfish.
You are almost correct.
Okay.
And I know exactly the level of your correctness because that is my hand holding that pinfish.
It's your hand.
The only thing that you got wrong is that's a Rockport Rattler jig head.
Oh, Rockport Rattler.
Okay.
So, yep. Twitching that bait along, felt the hit, and just boom, and realized this is a very small fish.
The storm twitch stick was one that I would toss under the mangroves, and I'd be reeling it in, and you reel it, then you just pop it a couple times, reel it, and pop it, and you just start feeling those fish banging
Beating
on it, and set the hook, and you get little pinfish, little mangrove snappers.
Yep.
They just couldn't leave it alone, and we know from the tank that this fish was attacking that lure.
Absolutely. No question about it.
You could just feel it going back, 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 back.
And so then took this pinfish and hung it out there underneath the float, and it floated there for about an hour and a half as we drifted across that flat, and nothing cared at all.
Yes. I reminded my dad was out fishing at a pinfish, hooked same way. And when he was done fishing, he undid it, put it back in the bait bucket, and brought the bait bucket into the store and dropped in what used to be our old filter tank. And it sat in there, and I opened it up and looked. I said, how's that fish? There was probably 3 dead ones, and 2 of them were alive. One of them still had the hole in him. He was still alive. So I dumped them into the filter bin and just said, okay, do what you're going to do. And about 4 months later, I had to empty that tank and clean all the filters. So we dumped them up in the other tank, and that fish lived, God, years.
Yeah.
And he was missing one eye where a shrimp poked one of his eyes out. And then we finally had something got in the tank and killed everything. But I think he was, about 12, 14 inches when...
It's good size. We got one in there now that's almost touching 10.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
he started out that big, and a few years later, he's literally was huge, was that tall. It broke my heart when he died. It
Right.
was because of a bad patch on a tank
Water.
fitting.
Oh, yeah. A bad fix will do it.
Oh, look at there.
Uh-huh.
Snook on the beach.
Yes,
Nice.
indeed. So,
I like
photo
that.
here. Kyle Poirier and Dustin Owens with the help of Kirby Poirier this time. We've been out kicking butt and fishing as much as we can. We went fishing Memorial Day on Englewood Beach. Despite the big waves and the wind, it was a successful day with sheepshead, whiting, jacks, and blue runners. This is Kirby with her first saltwater catch ever. If you look
Nice
close,
first catch, lady.
beyond all
That
the sand,
is cool. Look at that.
you can see that we've got
A little
snook-
sand on him,
snook
but
there
that's
underneath
not
the
hurting
dirt.
nothing.
So
No, we go back in the water and he'll be all clean and tidy again.
Mhm.
Kirby, what a job. First fish in saltwater.
you think
Great
she's happy
first
about
catch. Well, she should be. That's
Of course she
exactly
should.
why you should do that.
it? Yes.
That is amazing. Nice. Let me get out
Now,
of
I'm
the
just
way.
looking at the tail fin. Is it possible it's a different species of snook that
It
we got
is
there?
not.
Okay.
No.
Just the way the angle
the tail
is.
does look a little funky. It looks more shark shaped.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if that's the angle of the lens or if maybe
way
the
that's
fish
a
is
common
moved in
snook.
the middle of a shot. But yeah, this is
That's
a common
not like
snook.
a sword spine or.
Nope.
That would be the anal fin. That would be the sword
Yeah,
spine
the,
part.
the anal fin here on a sword spine would be much longer, but the body shape on those fish is different too.
Okay.
And if this were a sword spine, that would be a huge sword spine.
Yeah. I just saw the tail fin and I thought,
Yeah, no, the
Might be a
tail
different
fin
species.
does look funky here, but I think that's either an artifact of the way the angle of the fish or of the photography process.
the way the
itself.
fish is curved in
Yeah,
the picture.
I don't think that the tail actually is that. Although it's possible, could be a weird mutation. Shark-tailed snook, we'll call it.
You would know
Yeah,
a lot about
shark-tail
those
snook.
weird mutations.
Yep. I would.
Okay.
I'm an
Yeah, I
expert-
mean, there's two
expert
of
on the
them
weird
right here in the
mutations.
room.
So the second pick, let's bring that one up here in just a sec, is Kyle. And what's going on here? So Kyle is out in the water with the most important and expensive catch of the day. Dustin had his rod and brand new reel he had just bought from Fishin' Frank's get ripped out of the ground and taken out to sea by a shark. This is over an hour later
Really?
Wow.
when Kyle was able to wade in there and get it back, and the juvenile sharp-nosed shark was still attached
Oh,
and
cool.
was reeled in and then safely released.
Very cool.
Wow. Awesome.
So-
Can you?
Yes,
zoom
I
in?
can.
What is that?
Looks like a quantum.
It does. It looks like a quantum. I think it'll be fine.
Yes.
Yeah. No, if that's a quantum, putting
Yep.
in the water don't hurt it.
Yep, it'll be fine.
Can
Still
tell
want to
it's
rinse off
new.
the outside pretty well, but
Yeah.
Now, if you do end up where you're feeling it get a little bit weird, bring it into the store on a Wednesday afternoon. I will show you how to properly oil it. All you have to do is we take the spool and the handle off. That's all you have to do to properly oil a reel and get oil everywhere in the reel that you have to have. But I'll be happy to show you. I've got oil in the thing. If you want to get really extravagant, I'll sell you a little bottle of Get Some Oil. But that's the best thing to rejuvenate the inside of a reel. We've used countless brands over the years, and we've been on Get Some for several years because it really makes a difference. But I'll show you a cool, easy trick. It's free. I don't charge anything for it. But
and there's
stop in
no
Wednesday afternoon.
disassembly required.
No,
That's what's important.
Basic is just be able to take the spool off, and we remove the handle, and I'll show you the process and how it works. It's very simple. We'll do a show on it one time, but I'm going to probably have to do 3 shots of moonshine to keep my hands still enough to do it.
Yeah.
But
I like this shot though. The victory
It's all
Yeah.
stable.
over the
yeah, but my hands aren't.
Leave it on the rack.
But my hands still have to go there.
Now, Frank, if you're afraid of manatees, okay,
Yes.
don't be scared when you turn and look to your left. Okay?
Oh,
So, there you go.
hey, Robert. What you doing?
I do not have keys.
Why don't you
Okay.
go ahead and go get your keys?
Yeah.
We'll
Go
continue
do your
on.
thing.
Back.
Go take care of that.
Store's closing, and so Jeff's going to get his stuff out of the store before they lock it all up.
Yeah. I'll get rid of Jeff's space
All right.
in the meantime.
Awesome. Great find. Great. Amazing. Just lucky as heck.
Yes.
But if you have troubles, I'm in there Wednesday afternoons. I will be happy to teach you how to oil a reel. Goes for anybody, but bring your reel in. I don't do it on new reels. I do it on your older reels that are having problems, and I'll show you how to make them last much longer. Oh, what do we got here? I think I know that guy.
Yeah, I think I know that guy too. He'll be upset with me if I don't zoom in on this because we got to look at the hats.
Realshark.com.
Yep.
Realshark.com.
That means this must be Captain Mike Myers.
Captain Mike Myers
And
extraordinaire.
more important than the fish, okay? The fish is cool and everything, and we'll get to that. But I got to show you this because I know what he's most proud of. This is his custom orange Tampa Bay Bucks Reaper rod.
Custom orange Tampa Bay Reaper rod.
Yeah, that's what this is back here, and it's got the orange line on it to match.
And Jeff just left. 'Cause
I know.
Jeff probably made that
He
rod.
did, so it would have been great, but now it's not because he's gone. So
Well, can you save that picture? When Jeff comes back, we'll go for it.
we'll go back through it. Sure, why
Okay.
not? Just remind me.
Well, here's
look,
Jeff.
there he is.
We were just talking. Do you recognize that rod,
Did you know
Jeff?
you were going to be that quick? I'll put you back in here for the thing. Get your ears on. Get your mic. Don't pull on the floor. What are you doing?
I didn't fall
Quit
on the
thumping
floor.
around.
Hey, don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Do you recognize this piece of equipment?
I do.
What is that?
That is a Reaper rod that we custom made for somebody. They wanted a
Captain Mike
theme
Myers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not just somebody.
it's
Captain Mike Myers.
Realshark.com. And
941-416-8047.
Pretty redfish.
I'm sure he has Thursday open if you want to for a trip.
Mike doesn't ever call me on Thursdays.
this is a Tampa Bay Bucks custom rod built by Reaper, a.k.a. Mr. Jeff.
AKA Jeff.
Yeah.
So now we can get to the fish. This is a 33-inch redfish caught on a live shrimp from underneath the trees that you can see behind you back there.
Very nice. Very nice. Looks like a nice harbor fish. Got that darker carper color.
This is Gasparilla Sound area.
Nice.
So
I was going to say that's got to be out Bull Bay, Gasparilla Sound, somewhere in there.
Now the color of the water is what I was going by.
I was going by. I know Mike, and he doesn't fish the harbor very often.
True.
He's always
Yeah.
he likes being in the Gulf. He'll do Gasparilla Sound and all that, but he prefers being in the
he'll
Gulf.
tell you he fishes the West Wall, but he doesn't.
He doesn't. No.
And this is the best picture that we have of Mike's tarpon,
Nice.
which, as you can see, there's no tarpon in the shot.
I love the picture of the rod.
But yes, the rod, which again is a custom Tampa Bay Bucks themed Reaper rod.
It is, yeah.
And it is doing its job as intended with the arc up and then going back down. So, yeah, it was not the rod's fault that the fish didn't get caught.
No, the rod looks like it's doing its job.
Yeah, the rod
just
was doing
fine.
exactly what it was supposed to do. So
Nice picture of the arc and the way the guides are.
I know, right? It's like a little Reaper ad right there.
Yeah,
That's what it
Little
is.
ad
Reaper
for
ad
Reaper
right there.
rods.
Yeah, only thing
If
that
you
would be
want
better is if
this,
there was a fish, but
And
yeah.
those
Call
AX
Reaper, and they can make you a rod that will perform this well.
It will.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
that
got probably
AXBJ
half
blank
dozen.
is very good.
all right.
Well, we know where that snook went.
So here's what Randy has to say. This is Randy Lee. When hit some snook on the Port Charlotte side, got back to his girlfriend's house and went fishing again. Got this snook on her dock, ran inside, got the picture because he left his phone inside. The snook was not harmed and was released after the photo and swam away.
Cool.
So
this must be pretty recent. Look how hollow that belly is.
Yeah.
That's got to be pretty recent within
After
the
the
last
spawn.
3 weeks.
So yeah,
Post
so
spawn.
had to run back into the house to get the picture of the snook.
That's okay, Randy.
And you can see how excited the dog is. The dog
Yeah.
is really into this. So
Looks kind of like a golden, I would say, or some type of thing similar to golden retriever.
it is brown.
And
It
if
is
you
brown.
bring
It
a
is
fish
brown
in
dog.
with
So
they're going to go crazy.
yeah.
But great catch, sir. Nice fish.
Beautiful fish.
That is awesome. I understand the want for the picture because
Absolutely.
wow.
But next time, these pants probably have pockets in them.
Yeah,
Just
put the
your
phone
phone
in the
right in
box.
there.
Or go
But
back outside.
if you're like me and a little clumsy, going in the water is never not an option.
Right.
So
Yep. No, I hear you on that.
Go back out with the camera and take the picture outside with
Yes.
the canal in the background.
ooh, look at that.
Nice redfish.
All right.
Very
So
cool.
this was just a little bit confusing with the way the email was, but I think that this is Riley Newitz. I
Okay.
believe that's her name.
What? And
And Riley says, caught in the Peace River on live shrimp after catching way more fish than my dad.
awesome.
So-
and look at the look
Yeah.
at her face. This is a woman who's good.
Yeah. Now Frank is
I'm really good at this.
very
and she
familiar
is.
with
Yes.
exactly that look because Frank has one of these. He has a daughter who will outfish him
yes.
and be just ever so demure and smiling about it.
I've watched her catch 13 redfish on 12 frozen shrimp. Yes. But I recognize the look, and that's, gee, Dad,
Uh-huh.
look what I can do.
I got another one.
Yeah, I got
Where's
another one,
yours?
Dad. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that picture.
Yep.
That
And
is
just to
so-
prove it, there's another one.
There's
pretty
another
spots.
one. A
Real
little
pretty
more
spots on
demure,
that.
just a little happiness there, not so much, hey, Dad.
But you can
know.
see the wardrobe change here. So obviously,
Yeah.
she's just out there catching fish.
But now she's
whenever
just
she
happy to
goes.
catch the fish. But cool spot pattern on that
Yeah, it is.
redfish.
Yep.
Nice job, young
Now,
lady.
she didn't want to hog the spotlight completely, so she did send us this picture here.
Yes.
So we've got somebody that we recognize
Jack.
up here.
This
Yeah.
is Jack down here.
Yeah, we'll get to Jack. But do you
Okay, that-
recognize that?
I think that's peg leg.
That's a one-legged charter captain back there.
That's
That's what that
the
is.
one-legged monsters.
Yep.
Captain Steve Phillips,
And-
aka Peg Leg.
Then we have Jack.
This is Jack. Now, if you want to meet Jack, Jack's works at the store. He is so funny. This is and
Really
he's
cool guy.
my neighbor, and he's just one of the nicest people I've ever met.
He is.
And then we have Tim here on the left and
That
Adam
was
in the
his
middle.
buddy. Yep.
And then we have
The
look
tarpon.
at that, a
Whoop.
tarpling.
Let me get out of that.
Nice.
Nice. And they caught that right there in Harbor Heights.
Yeah. Those are the fun sized
Yeah, that's where it's really fun to catch.
pictures. They're very acrobatic. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
do flips and jumps, and they get all crazy coming back to the boat.
And they all look very happy about it, except for, of course, Steve, who's
Yeah.
plotting to catch the next one.
he's probably looking for the next area.
Yeah,
gonna
he's
go.
already
Yeah.
plotting.
He's
where
got
can
a
I go
job
now?
to
Okay.
do.
He has a job to do. Yes.
Everybody else is having fun. He's working.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice little
here's
snook.
Tim.
Yeah, out of the way.
and
Cool.
We've got Zeke Torres there.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, we've got a little snook here, which, despite the length of the spine there, is not a sword spine. That's also a common snook. And
I would have bet against that. I would have thought it was a tarpon snook.
said, in addition to that, they caught a limit of mangrove snapper. So,
Nice.
all of those sent in by Riley.
Yeah.
Now that one actually does have kind of a longer sword spine on the anal fin.
To
but
me,
it
looks.
isn't.
I would have said tarpon snook.
But again, the body shape is completely wrong for that. The body
Yeah.
shape is too lean and narrow to be any of those oddball species. This is just going to be a common snook. And honestly, the likelihood of catching anything but a common snook in these areas where we're fishing in the canals,
Pretty out of the ordinary.
pretty
The
small.
other ones, they have kind of a hump here and more of a down and another hump.
Now, if we get down into 10K Islands, back up into the Everglades, because those other species of fish are much more brackish oriented, and we see more of those back in those areas. So, and heading up into the fresher water. But yeah, we'll see them at some point.
Now, who do we got here?
This is from Sam Schofield. And let's see, Sam from Freeland, Michigan. I came down to check out the house my mom, Sue, and dad, Jim, just bought in Rotunda West. My dad and I went out on the flats north of Three Sisters, and I caught this 21-inch trout. We had already limited out for the day, and I caught about 20 trout total, plus a few ladyfish and 2 snook, all in a little over 2 hours of fishing.
Very cool.
Both using a 4-inch Z-Man Slam Shady.
And who is this now?
Sam Schofield, or it might be
Well,
Schofield.
Sam.
Sam.
Awesome fish. And that you caught multiples in this size is
All on
amazing.
artificial.
Yeah, that is very, very
In
cool.
2 hours, that seems to be about the time that the bite would be on for, and then it would shut
And then it
off.
would be gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they
So they
turn
must have
on
hit that just perfect. Yeah.
turn on bite like crazy, and then you're done for a while. But nice job.
Mm-hmm.
And just
Great
as a
fish.
bonus, we have another photo from him. This is his dad, Jim, with a 40-ish inch snook that he caught in the Rotunda canals on a topwater.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice. Tail's not beat up on it at all because it's in the canal system, really not going anywhere.
No, that is beautiful fish.
it is.
Guys, you rock. That is great fish. Great catch.
All
Nice.
right.
Oh, look at this.
A little
So-
nighttime action.
Got a whole boatload.
Can you guess who sent us these pictures?
I'm
Go
try-
ahead, guess.
Deer meat or dinner.
It's our buddy Steve Herrero.
Oh, it's Steve. Is it? That must be him hiding. No, that's not Steve.
No,
Steve must be on the camera.
We took the picture, yeah.
Yeah, Steve must be taking the pictures.
No, I think I know who that is that's sitting down and hiding. So what an incredible Friday night fishing. Went to our secret honey hole. Don't tell anybody
Yeah,
where the
we're not
secret
gonna
honey
tell
hole
them.
is, okay?
Where you're at.
Shut up,
we
Frank.
will never say
Do
that. Yeah. No, don't look at this.
Fished
Can't-
2.5 hours, caught a trout, a jack, a big black drum, 15 snook, landed 4 tarpon out of the 6 or 8 jumped, all freelining live pilchards.
Sounds like
My
no,
buddy,
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
buddy Larry was hot hand on the tarpon. RJ caught the big drum.
nice.
Steve jumped a couple tarpon, and Brian couldn't catch a fish. Pulled the hook on
I'm
everybody.
guessing
Is that Brian?
I
Squatted
feel
down,
like
tying.
that's probably Brian
We're
back
not.
there.
We're pretty sure who these guys are, but we're almost certain that's
Yep.
Brian.
I feel like that's him looking
Yeah,
through the phone, trying to find a picture of himself
Brian.
with a fish. I really can catch him. I've done it before.
But look,
It's right here. I've
you're
got the
in
proof.
the picture. I like the look on his face.
Yeah.
That's happiness. That is so cool. Now this guy's excited, but something about that look there is just like, yeah, buddy, I got this. That's too cool.
Cool tarpon.
Beautiful fish. Those are so fun.
They are indeed. There's the trout.
Nice trout.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Total proof of that. Let's see. There's another snook.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
gonna
that big black
Ooh,
drum.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
a nice fish.
Yeah.
According to you guys, it's what, 10 pounds?
Well, he's
No, I think that's a
holding
little
it
bit
out.
bigger than 10 pounds.
He's holding it out. Everything looks bigger when you hold it out. Look at that. Look at how big that is.
Look at how big the American Roaster pack is. Gigantic.
Yeah, that was probably, coming closer to 30, I think.
Yeah, I would say it's.
I would think so.
When they're holding it like this
Yeah.
and they're leaning it against their chest and it's that big, then I will be like, yes, that is a
Okay.
very big fish.
This is nice fish.
They're
Again,
fun size.
Probably the most fun size. It's
Yeah.
it's like the little candy bars in the fun size.
Yeah.
You know,
You never know how far they're going to jump or
look
Yeah.
at that. That's
And then
a
Steve
nice
also
snook, yeah.
sent us this daytime picture, but this is a totally different location. This is his buddy Justin Lowe, who was fishing outside the Venice jetties and
gonna
caught
say.
this big snook bouncing a bucktail jig off the bottom.
yeah. And the current goes through there so hard. You can see how his fins are all beat up on him.
Yeah.
And the one thing about the Venice
Her.
jetties
Her.
is if you get to north or south of there, throw towards the beach, bring your lures back out from the beach, and the bucktails just keep jigging them up, but let them go to the bottom. Don't get them through the middle of the water as much. Let them hit the bottom, come back up, let them hit the
Now,
bottom.
you like your bucktail. Do
Those-
you leave it sit?
So a true bucktail, I will leave sit some.
Yeah.
Because it's moving in the water. It's pulsing as it goes.
Yeah.
I don't leave it just sit there, though. I'm always crawling it just a little bit or hopping it and then letting it drop back down just to get their attention. But I don't feel like I have to move it a lot.
Yeah.
With a nylon jig, I feel like I have to move it a little bit more to get that fish's attention because it just
I
sits
keep
there.
the nylon moving because otherwise it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
But
Dead
when
bait.
I bang the bottom, it's like bang one up.
Well, I just kind of
bang
found when I
one
use the
up.
bucktails, if I'm not having any action on them, or I don't think I'm getting the action I should, I end up tipping them with a curly tail jig, a rubber bait of
And
some
with the
kind.
nylon, yeah, that matters a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
With the bucktail, though, bucktail pulses.
Yeah, it didn't
Even just a little
seem-
bit of current flow, you get some
Yeah.
pulse out of
I
it.
didn't seem to have much difference in the bucktail, the true one, but in the nylon, if I put that on that trailer, definitely picked up the
Man-made
action a little
materials
bit.
need help.
Yeah. With other man-made material.
Yeah, because nylon bucktail it's got its own movement that only deer hair can do that.
Right, or like they
Well,
make the
it has
real
to be
flies.
real.
Yeah.
Marabou feather does something like that. Marabou moves, but it's harder to find marabou these days.
Yeah,
Than
because
it
it's
is
all
actual
fake.
animal hair. You could probably get polar bear hair easier than you can get that.
Marabou is feather from a marabou stork.
Okay.
So, and
I thought you were going to say it was a
Lot
cousin
fewer of
of the
those.
caribou.
it is not.
It
Not
is
at
a
all.
stork.
The deer would be a cousin of the caribou. That's what we use the bucktail for.
Well, you said marabou, so I was
That's
just
what
going
it's
at it.
called. I didn't name it.
Marabou is a feather.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay,
look at
so this is
There
not
you
a
go.
local fish. Frank, you may recognize this species from your times in the Great Frozen North.
Yes.
So this photo is sent to us by Thomas Yorkowitz, and this is his son Henry with his first Lake Erie walleye.
Oh, wow.
Way to go.
Wow.
And Henry?
Henry,
Yeah, Henry. You rock, buddy.
That is
Now,
a big walleye.
That is an amazing
you want to
fish.
accuse him of holding this fish out to make it look bigger?
Negative.
or-
It's right up against his shirt.
Okay, I just
Negative.
wanted to
This-
check.
This kid's all about, I got this. This
Uh-huh.
I can do, hey,
Well.
my fish, buddy, it's big and I'm here.
That is a nice, true picture right
Now, we
Yeah.
also have a couple
Henry,
more
what a
photos that, please stop making that clicking noise, that Thomas has sent us. And he says his daughters
Look at
Penelope and Piper with the walleye they caught. I don't know which one is which.
Penelope.
So
What a nice
this
fish.
could be Penelope. This could be Piper. I don't know.
In any excess,
Great fisherman there. What an angler, girl.
the smile on the face.
You are awesome. Look at her.
So there's one of them, and here's another one.
cool.
Young lady, very cool. That is beautiful. Look at that. And these are definitely going to dinner. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I know people just go crazy.
I don't
over
think they're
walleye.
allowed to put them back in the water, are they?
I don't know. This is supposed to be a walleye, but I'm pretty sure that's a bluefish. So one of
I
those
think
Lake,
it's hard to
Lake
tell.
Erie bluefish. No, it's a walleye. Don't be silly.
I was going to say, it looks
Look
like
like
a
the other
walleye to me.
ones.
I wasn't going against Mr. Science over here, but, young lady, awesome catch. What a fish.
Yeah,
What
so
an absolute
Henry,
fish.
Penelope, and Piper all catching walleye, keeping the family in some fish meat. We were trolling
Very cool.
crankbaits in Huron, Ohio, on Lake Erie, where we live. We will be back down in June to visit family in South Gulf Cove, and we'll make sure we stop in the store.
And we're
So let's
sorry it
hope
took
they
us so
did.
long to get the pictures up, but sometimes life happens. But this was amazing to wait for because awesome fish, awesome pictures.
All right.
Nice red.
So we are moving on to some photos provided to us by Tyler Schaefer. A couple old fishing buddies, Nick and Andy from Pennsylvania, came down, were able to fish for a day. Tried to get them on a big red, but the wind was howling slightly too much. Tried anyway, ended up getting a nice one then, ended up getting a smaller one. Andy got his first slam, and I put him on his first snook in the pass. We caught the snook in the pass on old reliable DOA 3-inch shrimp, and some fish were caught on swim baits as well.
That
So
one looks like it swallowed
Beautiful
the bait.
redfish, though.
now that we know the story, we can take a look at some of these fish. So
Oh, real nice.
this one may be Tyler.
Yeah, that's
like him.
definitely Tyler.
There you can tell by his signature happy face from having caught a fish. How thrilled he is about having
is.
caught the fish, and just
Guy
looks like he-
loves fishing, but
Did you get it?
he's just, yeah,
yes. If you're happy and you know it, your
literally-
face really may not show it.
exactly.
If you're happy and you know it, catch a fish.
He is such a nice guy.
He is.
He is really a very, very nice person and a great angler.
And likes sharing the spotlight. Helping his buddies go out there and catch some fish.
Did he say
So-
where he was doing this?
So yes. Yes. Snook was in the pass.
Okay.
Other than that, no, he didn't.
No,
say.
he didn't share anything. Go back out. Let's see if we can do a little sleuthing here.
Yeah, well, that's all we can see from that one. This looks like he's in Lemon Bay. I think he's in Lemon Bay. I think that's where he hangs out most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
Nice fish. I know he likes fish in Lemon Bay.
Yeah.
Look,
Nice
So
at that.
here's
DOA
the Snook in
shrimp.
the pass. So
DOA shrimp
Yeah.
rocks those fish.
Yeah, man.
And if you ever want to learn how to use a DOA, come into Fish and Frank's and say, I want to look at the shrimp tank. And we'll scoop some shrimp up, dump down, and you can watch them swim. And once you see a real shrimp swimming in the water, now you can use a DOA shrimp. It's the most realistic of all of the artificial shrimp baits. Nothing is as realistic. And you don't believe it because you're looking at this one and that one and the next one and all these other ones. But when you see them in the tank and you actually watch a live shrimp swimming through the tank, you're going to go, oh my God, that DOA is perfect. It really is. But you have to see it for yourself.
Right.
Okay. Oh, somebody was hungry.
Frigate?
no, not a frigate.
Not a frigate? Okay.
I had frigates out at
Tern.
the house twice.
Did you?
I'm way upriver.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Biting the fishing rod. Well,
Yeah, well, at least lipping it, you know, just to get a taste for it, see how it is.
Strive. Good
cork
reel.
tastes good.
Cork, good. Nice fish.
Nice snook.
Those guys had a good day.
Yeah,
That
they
would
did.
be the bumper out at Boca Grande. The big round one.
Yep.
It
That's
looks
what it
like to
is.
me.
Yeah.
Can't hide nothing.
We
from
won't
you,
tell
Jeff.
where you're at.
Yeah. No.
We're not going to.
That was pretty obvious.
We'll keep your secret.
Nice
Sorry,
trout.
guys.
There's the trout.
Very, very cool. They got a good day.
Yeah, they did.
Now,
Oh, look
That's
at
a
her.
nice picture
This-
right there.
this is a special photo. Okay, this is Tyler's mom.
Way to go. Does Tyler's mom have a name?
Yes, mom.
Mom, okay.
So-
What was the movie like American Pie or one of them with Tyler's mom?
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Tyler's
Tyler's
mom.
mom.
Okay. And beautiful redfish.
Appropriate holiday done with these stars.
Yeah, the stars
Absolutely.
and everything. It's absolutely amazing.
That is a pretty
That's
redfish.
a picture for a magazine.
Yeah, it is.
That you should be in a magazine with the water in the background.
I will point
And
out
it's
that they
gorgeous
have
colors.
the same happy face
They
Yes,
do.
when they catch the
It's
fish.
genetic.
So yes, that's where it came from.
Yes. Now we know where Tyler gets his happy face from. It's mom.
Yep.
Yes. Because it's kind of, yeah,
But what an awesome catch!
Yeah, it is.
absolutely
Very
beautiful.
And I like that she's just
Amazing
out there in
fish.
the water with him.
Yes.
Just no. Oh, I'm going to be very delicate and stay up here on the beach to catch
That's a real
fish.
woman.
Nope, she's just out there.
This is a real woman.
Yeah, man.
That's a keeper right there.
That is a
Beautiful.
fisher woman right there.
Yeah, that's
And
absolutely.
that one's right up close to her. That's not way out. You can see that her arms are back, and
No, it's a real big fish.
it might be oversized.
Yeah.
I think it probably is. Yeah. It looks bigger than Mike's did. And Mike's was 33 inches. So
I would say it's probably equal to it. I would say 30, 33. Absolutely awesome.
all right.
I saw this one earlier when you were going through pictures. So
So this photo was sent to us by Vinny Ngangoro. Vinny says we did not catch our target species, which was striped bass, but we did get a few togs, aka blackfish,
Ah.
and
that I was
mackerel.
and a mackerel, and this looks like a lure.
It
It does.
I mean, it literally.
Because
when I
that's-
first looked at it, I said, "What kind of lure is that?"
right?
It's pretty realistic. You know?
That's when we see that Boston mackerel coloration is on lures. You don't see it here because we don't catch Boston mackerel here.
Right.
We don't catch
Exactly.
togs either. So haven't seen a mackerel in quite a number of years in Long Island Sound, but there it is.
Cool.
The blackfish we were catching on small Asian crabs on a crab jig head. The mackerel was caught on a strip of squid. And the reason the mackerel looks like that is because it's in the process of trying to jump away. So
it's bouncing out.
yes, he sent 2 photos, both of which had the mackerel at some weird angle, and then I realized, it's because he's trying to leave the picture.
It's still alive and bouncing. Yeah.
The tog is more than happy to just lay there and have his picture taken.
The tog is, They're that way.
And he's probably undersized, too.
I don't know. I don't know what the size would be on a tog.
I just remember seeing pictures of blackfish, and they were much bigger than that. But,
Well, that was probably, I would say, 12, 14 inches.
yeah, and
Are
the ones
you-
I seen were like 3 feet long.
Are you trying to fish shame Vinny's catch?
No, I'm just trying to figure out what, because I hadn't seen it, so it doesn't really look like a blackfish to me in that picture.
Yeah, well, it's the angle. If it was sideways, you'd see it better.
A little better, yeah.
But the mackerel, it makes this picture more deceiving. I think it's bigger than you think because of the long, skinny fish. It makes this one look smaller.
Well, and those aren't really that long, the mackerel. I mean,
Yeah. So anyway, but I think that's amazing. The fish looks, I literally thought it looked like a lure.
We'll get rid of him, Vinny. Don't worry about it. We'll fire him over this. So
Yeah, Vinny, you rock.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for the pictures, Long Island Sound.
no doubt.
Thank you. That was amazing.
this is my preferred way to utilize
It looks fine.
emotional support reel.
Do you also do the propeller hat in the
Sometimes.
reverse? Do you?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But this is actually how we broke this reel in for Frank, because I did this more than he realizes. So
He's been playing with my cabo a lot more than I.
I think that's it. I think that's that's our last one. We're all out.
All
We're
right,
done.
nice.
We're
I'm
through.
gonna go
We went through the whole list. We got
Back
no more.
over.
It's only been an hour and a half since we started.
Yeah, well,
So you coming back in over here?
yeah. I'm
Okay,
coming
then
back.
let's beam you back in.
Let me-
Let's get you out of there. Get back in over here. Okay.
Nice.
Let's see if we can find the thing. Get rid of those. And
'Cause-
boom. There we go. Yeah. All right.
Well,
Got it. Wagga.
I got coffee here.
That coffee's got to be cold by now.
It's not warm.
No, it's cold, but
You
it's
sti-
good.
You still like it?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not bitter coffee.
Okay.
Usually once it gets cold, it gets that weird kind of bitter taste on
All
it.
coffee has a weird bitter taste. It's coffee flavored.
It tastes like coffee. I like it.
exactly. Tastes
If
like
coffee's not your favorite drink, it all tastes bitter.
coffee. I don't even like red eye gravy. So
When you
here, you guys take that back.
drink
before I break
coffee
it,
the
'cause
way I
will.
do, it's I'm used to drinking it cold, but the regular grocery store coffee, when it's cold, it really changes the flavor.
That's funny, too, because my grandparents used to take all their extra coffee and put it in a pitcher and put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, but it does
Thank
change
God.
flavor,
Yeah.
and this is pretty consistent. I mean, I would say better when it was hot, but it's enjoyable cold. So
Now look at, if you'd like to be on a future viewer fishing report, you can send us your submissions. How do they do that, Frank?
Frank at fishandfranks.com.
Frank?
That is the email address.
.com.
It's not a text message. You actually have to go into your email program and type in frank at fishandfranks.com. FISHIN franks.com.
They ain't no G.
No. People up north go fishing. We go fish in. And this is Jeff. And Jeff is, when you buy a reaper rod, this is the guy who makes it. And he does beautiful, beautiful work. Captain Josh Olive over there from fishcoach.net. If you want somebody to go out in the water with you and show you how to catch fish, teach you about fishing, about boating, and like all this other stuff. And he's actually quite good with electronics. So, Frank, owner of Fishin' Frank's Bait and Tackle here in Port Charlotte, Florida. But we've got new shows coming out, different stuff we're going to be doing. And thank you guys for watching. Any last words, Mr. Josh?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Look for that coastal fishing report.
Yes, that's going to be a
Good
good one.
night and sleep tight, we gotta go. We'll see y'all real soon for the next show. Till then, catch 'em up, tight lines, everyone. Fishin' Frank's Fishing Club, now our job is done.